There are lots and lots of different clinical research networks that are out there, and I think for families, as especially early on in diagnosis, but even at a point later when their child's facing relapse or they're worried about the possibility of relapse, there's just so much information that kind of gets fed to them, both via their own research, but also via friends and family that are well-meaning and trying to help make sure their child is getting the very best treatment. I think this is really where, as a physician and a treatment team, we have to help them to understand the very different nature of all of these trials and help them to navigate what the best goal is for their child at a given time. So there are some very large multi-institutional upfront trials that are really important to talk about when we first start thinking about therapy for high-risk neuroblastoma. And then there are other trials and there are other groups that focus a lot more on relapse disease or even trying to prevent patients from relapsing as they go through therapy. The collaborative nature of pediatric oncology is one of my very favorite things about what I do. I usually start talking about this early on in therapy. And when families are first diagnosed, I think all friends and family are kind of saying you need a ton of second opinions, go out and get all these second opinions before we start therapy. And I like to tell families that in the pediatric oncology world, because the numbers of new diagnoses are so small, the numbers of relapses are so small, that we have to all work together. So unlike adult cancers where you can see so many patients in one single institution, no institution around the country, no institution around the world sees that many neuroblastoma patients. And so as a result, we all work together. We all meet at meetings all the time. We all have each other's emails. We all have each other's phone numbers. And any time that any one of our patients isn't responding the way we want, having too many side effects, we send an email and usually get responses within 24 hours at the most. And I think that to me is so nice and provides families essentially tons and tons of free second opinions all the time because we're all being able to work together so closely to make sure we're doing the best for our families.